Last time we finished up to wind energy. So today is lecture 6. We will start the renewable energy story continues, and today's main topic is solar energy, wave energy, OTEC, etc. So let's start with solar. As you know, as I have been telling you all these days, that solar is the mother of all energy, be it thermal, be it hydro, wind, everything. Solar is mainly responsible. In fact, if you remove sun, pralaya will come. The pralaya is the doom day, the final day. Average incident solar energy received on Earth's surface is 600 watts per meter squared. It's quite a lot of energy, and the beauty is it is free. You don't have to pay a single paisa, single cent, single dollar for that. It's non-exhaustible. It's not that it will stop coming after some time. It keeps coming all the time, and it's pollution free, absolutely pollution free. There is no pollution. Only problem is, as I said, not everything is plus with anything. There are cloudy days. For example, in England, there is hardly any sunny day, and when there is a sunny day, they become so happy. Everybody goes towards beaches and things. They enjoy. Oh, it's a sunny day. Here is every day is a sunny day. Hazy atmosphere. For example, a place like Rajasthan, if you get a thunderstorm and a windstorm and all those things, then of course the visibility goes down, and on certain days you have to start your headlights of your vehicle even daytime. That reduces of course energy available. It won't remain 600 watts per meter square on such days when there are clouds, it's raining, or there is a storm. There are challenging technological problems. It's not easy to harness solar energy. You must be reading a lot about solar energy in other courses. So again, I will be giving only general idea. The detailed, sort of on solar or on sun. So many people must be talking there on solar thermal, photovoltaic, concentrators, trackers, all these things. The manual tracker, semi-automatic, automatic, all these things will be taught by several experts there. How to collect this energy? The first challenge is, energy is there, but you have to collect it. So you have to have a collectors. A lot of physics, mechanical engineering you have to read to understand solar energy. Concentration of solar energy, you have to have mirrors. They will have to concentrate on a point. Solar concentrators, and conversion to electric form, because ultimately what you need is electricity. Of course, there are non-electric use of solar energy, as we will be talking. Water heater, distilled water for your batteries, for so many other medical purposes, you can get it from solar energy. Of course, we want efficient power and comparatively economical means. No person in the world wants to spend a single penny extra if given a choice. Now, there have been several technologies to generate electric power using solar energy. 700 degrees centigrade is enough temperature to operate a heat engine, Stirling engine. There are several engines people have tried in many countries at reasonable efficiency to generate electricity. Let me tell you, MNES has started a solar energy center near Gurgaon. It is actually Gwalpari, village name is Gwalpari. The Terry campus is also there. It is around 20 minutes drive from here towards Mehroli and then you have to go that side, and it's worth seeing. Again, I will request you to go there on some day chosen by you. Take a vehicle from the institute. Now, tracking bowl, just to give an idea how big the bowl will be, 30-meter dia, more than that in fact, and you can generate 200 kilowatt. Now, 200 kilowatt is not a small power for small needs of villagers who even today live with their kerosene lamp or even candles or chimneys and so on. Well, you have to have a huge construction cost, these bowls, these mirrors. So, that is the initial cost, like hydropower. There also you need lot of initial cost, dam construction, civil engineering constructions. So, huge capital outlay is required initially. Running cost is absolutely free. A 10 megawatt power plant, solar power plant is there in California. California is a very important state in US, where you have a Silicon Valley, where you celebrated your 50 years of IIT system. It was again California, and your San Francisco, your Hollywood, everything is in California. 1818 plane mirrors. Look at the size, 7 meter by 7 meter. Direct radiation to the raised boiler, and the steam is formed. All this energy is directed towards that raised boiler. The water gets heated because of the solar heat, and you get steam. Once you know have steam, then you know how to go about it. Just pass it to turbine or turbine as you pronounce it, and then there is a generator and power is there. This is solar thermal power station. There is a satellite solar power station. What is the beauty of satellite solar power station? Sun is there throughout 24 hours. There is no sunset, as indeed is in Norway and Sweden during summer. The night is only of 2 hours. 12 o'clock sun is there, and by 2 or 3 again sun comes back. And the reverse happens in winter. There is hardly any sun for 2-3 hours. Even in Calcutta, our country, 4 p.m. sun goes in winter time. It is already dark by the time you come to your, even in IIT, our IIT, in winter you will see that 5:30 class or 5 o'clock class, it will be almost dark. There is a solar tower concept. In fact, solar chimney we were trying to have it in Jaisalmer by Enron, which was to produce 150 megawatt power using solar energy. Imagine tremendous amount of power, 150 megawatt in Rajasthan. Now, Victoria is a state in Australia where they are planning to have 1 kilometer high solar tower, and that was enough to supply the needs of Victoria state. Mind it, the population of whole of Australia is just 17-18 million, less than Delhi population, which is now 20 million, 2 crores, at least in daytime. People go and sleep elsewhere in NCR region in night time, Ghaziabad, Faridabad, Gurgaon, they go up to Rewari and Panipat and Mathura and so on. I don't know whether you heard of solar pond. This was first built in Israel. Israel is the country which is well known for energy research. There is a desert. There are quite intelligent people there. The Jews are supposed to be very intelligent people, and they have done a lot of work in solar energy. There in solar pond, I am sure they will teach you there in renewable energy courses or whatever. They create the difference, the temperature difference, something like similar to Miami power plant. I talked about it, 17.5 degree temperature difference in the sea. So, here also the salt etcetera they use and they create a difference, and then that is used, the gradient is used to generate power. Oh, it is given there Israel 150 kilowatt from 0.74 hectares at cost of 20 cents per kilowatt hour, which is very cheap. 20 cents is nothing. Even if you convert into rupees, it will be 4 rupees. And 2000 megawatt is planned using this, which should be enough for most needs of Israel. We do not have a solar pond as such in India, but on experimental basis we do have few, but not for commercial power generation. It is only a pilot plant. Of course, theoretical research, a lot of research is going on. Solar cookers, this is very important. Many people have solar cookers in their houses. We have one in a lab of Professor Malik. You can go and have a look at that. You might have done lab, maybe you will be doing next semester. 4,62,000. What is the importance of solar cooker? No fuel is used, just a mirror, the blackened surface. You can prepare rice, dal, sabji, kheer or anything except chapatis. Earlier there was a joke, if you want lunch maybe by dinner time you may have it ready, but now it gets prepared at lunch time itself. Now imagine how many people must be saving. The saving of LPG, saving of wood, saving of kerosene is also indirectly helping reducing pollution, reducing cost. Which cost? The import bill of petroleum products, that is the biggest check the Indian government signs in dollars for payment, right? The oil import, petroleum products import. So that can be reduced if you use more and more renewable energy or indigenous energy produced indigenously. 47 megawatt solar PV photovoltaic, that is the installed capacity today. Now do not worry about 47 is not a small amount, it is a big amount. 270 community lights. If you visit Osmania University campus, the whole campus is lit by solar photovoltaic. Anybody from Osmania here? Is it true whatever I am saying? And in our committee room where you must have got your welcome by the head, that one samosa and one cup of tea, that room was lit earlier by photovoltaic when there was no 4th floor. Now there is a 4th floor. So all those photovoltaic things have gone behind 6th block. If you see, there is a energy park, there is a wind station, then there is a greenhouse effect, then there is a photovoltaic, and there is a mud house. Mud house is a technology by which you can build housing at a very low cost. We do have a solar houses in the campus. If you go towards new campus, the JNU gate, you will find there are 8 special houses made, and they are called solar houses. What is the specialty? They are using solar active and passive heating and cooling principles. What is that? The ground floor is roughly 1/3 is in the inside the earth. It is a sort of using the coolness, and the material used, the insulation used is cheap, and the houses will be 5° warmer in winter and 5° cooler in summer. 5° is a very big range. As I told you, if you go from 30° to 25°, you may have to switch off your ACs and coolers and fans. 25° is perfectly fine. 30° is not, then you have to use the fans at least. 270 community lights. There is a lantern called solar lantern. No kerosene oil to be put there, no wax, no candles, just a small photovoltaic thing panel, and it burns for hours, and it's very cheap, it's not costly. You may ask me question where all these things are available. Now the Government of India through MNES, the Ministry of Non-Conventional Sources, have opened the outlets in 36 cities in India, and in New Delhi it is close to, in Connaught Place near Shivaji Stadium, from where 620 starts for your hostel gate or IIT gate. There is a big shop, and that shop is called Aditya. These are all called Aditya shop. Aditya in Sanskrit means Surya, sun, and there all these things are available, all solar devices. If you happen to go to Connaught Place, which you must be going at times, do visit that Aditya shop and find out what are the devices and what price they are available there. These solar lanterns and these community lights on streets, they are fixed, but a solar lantern you can carry like a torch, from one room to another room. And if the power goes, which goes quite often in India, depending on 4 to 5 hours to 8 hours per day, you can use these solar lanterns rather than using your inverters or batteries or kerosene lamp or any other device. 640 TV are operated through solar energy. If you really want to see these things, either you have to visit Solar Energy Center, or there is a Alipur, while going to Panipat, GT Road, there is an institute, Mahatma Gandhi Rural Energy Institute, which is offering M.Tech course in energy. They are also offering M.Tech course, and quite a number of people are doing M.Tech there. So, there all these things are displayed. It is not far off, you can also go take a one-day vehicle there also. The street lights 39,000 and 3370 water pumps, 3,370 solar water pumps. You know how in villages they have to use bullocks to take water out of the well? Now, to maintain those 2 bullocks is not easy anymore, because your vehicles are also, earlier they used to have a multiple uses of those bullocks, that is in the irrigation field, or even for travel they used to have a cart where you can use those bullocks to come to the nearby town or city. Now there are buses or there are 2-wheelers. So, where do you use these bullocks now? Irrigation, now you would use tractors, you do not use bullocks normally. So, instead of having those bullocks for taking water out of the well, you have water pumps, and these solar water pumps, again the design is very simple, and of course, they will be taught to you. And the first solar water pump was designed at BITS Pilani in 1970 by Professor K.S. Rao, who is no more. So, he started this research, then he went to IIT Kanpur, Professor D.P. Rao in Chemical Engineering Department. Of course, our center came in 1977, and since then they are also working on water pumps. Now, solar is going to overtake wind by 2040. All of you will be there to see that. Of course, I will not be there, that is for sure. And another estimate is the overall largest source will be 2050, not 40. By 2040 it will overtake wind, and by 2050, that is the midpoint of this centenary, the current 21st century which we have started, or new millennium, it will be half over by that time. This is of course a guess, estimate. It will be the largest source to be used for generating power by 2050. So, you can take this futuristic. how much solar is going to be used more and more in future. PV. I have introduced to you rooftop wind power station in last Friday, if you recall, and I also told you now rooftop is not used by anything else. People don't sleep in the night, children no longer play there, because the rooftop doesn't belong to one particular flat, and sometimes you don't know who is having the key to go to the roof. There are so many flats there, and you can't go on all the 12 flats to inquire about the key. And then there are nobody in the daytime, everybody is gone for work. So, we have a rooftop PV plant, and please understand there is a synergy building here. The Sip and Bite restaurant is there, you must have visited that restaurant by now. If you go to the top and go to the roof, 1 crore rupee worth rooftop PV plant is installed there by Energy Center. It is worthwhile to go and visit that plant and see how it is generating power. And as I said, that plant is supposed to feed back and satisfy the needs of that building. We have NIIT office there, we have 2 canteens, one is by KLS, another is Government of India, that is IIT canteen, the ground floor for employees, and there are some other offices there. There is a biotechnology also, now there is a lift also there, and we can satisfy the needs of that building using that power, 10 kilowatt. It's already written there, Synergy building, IIT Delhi, 1 crore, 10 kilowatt, everything is written there. Solar cells efficiency, when they started solar cells, was hardly 10%. People were saying throw them, no use, 10% is very low. Look, now we have reached 25% theoretical and practical 15%. It is good, 15%. Solar cells are being manufactured at CIL, Sahibabad. Sahibabad is close to Ghaziabad. If you go to the metro train, use it, you will get Sahibabad after Shadra. So, you have to change it again. Now, what has happened in past so many years that has brought the efficiency more, improved? Material technology. What are the 4 important areas which have made tremendous progress, which has changed the world in last 50 years? Instrumentation, energy, material science, computer science or electronics. Electronics is, computer is nothing without electronics. If there is no chip, there is no computer. So, these 4 areas, of course bio, 5 areas have changed the world. Earlier doctors had nothing to do with mathematics, now they know mathematics, they have to learn mathematics because of computers. The engineers have to learn biology because of biosciences, biotechnology, biomedical, biochemical, biomass, even energy we have bio. Maintenance of cells is very important. In India, maintenance is the main casualty. We even do not maintain ourselves, forget about maintaining device or vehicle or house. How many of us take proper food? How many of take morning walk? How many of us go for jogging? How many of us do any, the cycling, those gym sort of thing or that treadmill? Hardly any, because we get up so late, there is hardly any time to take breakfast. Running you take, and why? I do not understand. Why can't we plan our life better? It's such a beautiful campus, we should take morning walk, we should go for jogging. Display fields normally wear a deserted look. Only when there is some competition or something, then some people visit, that too with a half mind, half heart. Maintenance in India is a casualty in more than one ways. What are the different types of? There is a bit different center for maintenance, which is next door to you, called ITMEC, Tripology and Maintenance Center. We have plant maintenance, we have scheduled maintenance, and then we have a breakdown maintenance. In India, we have only breakdown maintenance, because we have no time for scheduling maintenance, for plant maintenance. Why? We need to run that machine all the time. There is only one machine, there is only one unit power plant, there is only one car. If you give it to, then how do I go my work to work if I give this car for maintenance? So, when do you take your car from this thing to workshop? When it fails, not before that, and that is why it is called breakdown maintenance. I do not know how many of you know there is a bathtub curve. This bathtub you must have seen in movies and TV serials where most of the murders take place. We can't take bath in bathtub in normal house. This bathroom itself is so small that you won't allow any bathtub to enter there. But if you see movies and 5-star hotels, and there is a bathtub. This curve is between lambda and T. What is lambda? Failure rate. Those of you who have done reliability engineering, or maybe in energy somebody must have talked about it. It consists of 3 parts. This is debugging period, this is a normal running useful lifespan, and this is wear out period. Why it starts with a higher lambda, higher failure rate? It is new. How do you test your bulb when you purchase from the market? Either the shopkeeper himself will test it before you take it. You remember 2 shops in your hostel area, or there are many. He checks it and he gives you, then it is not his responsibility. Why? If the bulb has to fuse, that is the first instance when it will fuse. If it does not fuse at that time, it will work for some time, even if it is Indian made. Okay. A baby, you must have all, you yourselves were babies once. First year of baby is very important. Your grandmother, your grandfather, first summer, first winter, close his ears, you will catch cold. Summer, you will get flu. Why? The guy is new to the world. He or she has not faced summer or winter. So, it is the first time he is going through. However big players may be, whether it is a Gavaskar or Tendulkar, very first ball of the test career, they must be shaky, because it is an unknown commodity. Ranji is different and test is entirely different ball game. But now there is no problem, they are seasoned. That is why the failure rate starts higher rate, then it settles down, then there is a useful lifespan. This is having constant lambda. The assumption is you are maintaining it, but in India you do not maintain it, so you do not get bathtub curve at all. And then there is a wear out period. Once the useful lifespan is over, once your ink is finished, you throw the pen or you take a refill. Nowadays nobody cares for refill, you just throw away and take another. Yes, these are the material I was talking. The amorphous silicon, this has reduced the cost of the cell and increased the efficiency of the cell. Then now we have cheaper solar cell available in the market. There is a solar car. Of course, you need lot of space. And to promote solar energy, Australia is one of those countries which is very much for renewable energy. You can all go for PhD doing in any Australian university. There is a very strong energy program in Australian universities, in Perth, in Melbourne, and Sydney and Canberra, of course, the capital of the Australia. So there is a solar car race every year organized in Australia from Sydney to Perth, and the road is straight. You don't have to use your steering wheel just to promote. Only thing is, only 2 persons can sit in such a big car. The space is a problem. Just to give you an idea how much space is required to generate solar power, 0.1% of US area is required if you want to generate 10 raised to power 12 kilowatt hour per year. And please understand, 1.5% of area is used for highways in US. There are highways and freeways. We don't have freeways in our country. Freeways means there is no signal there. Just you start and you go quickly to anywhere in the world, I mean in that city. Solar thermal, you need storage and backup in any renewable energy. Why solar? As I said, wind is there and wind is not there. Water is there and water is not there. Sun is there and sun is not there. But you can't stop your working, your machine, your studies just because sun is not there. So you have to have a storage or a backup. What makes energy engineering a challenging field? The load is also fluctuating and our renewable energy sources are also fluctuating. So it is a very deadly combination. Both things are fluctuating. Your job is to keep a balance. Now with this we finish solar energy. Of course, it is only a general idea. If you want to have the full, I think there are courses on solar energy in our energy program, and I am sure all of you must be going through that. This is just to introduce to that, and mainly from power generation point of view. I can only tell you a few more things about solar energy. The solar housing, the buildings, nowadays they are using solar passive and active principles, and Himachal Pradesh is the first state in the country where if you want loan for house building, the condition is you will use solar energy, and the whole construction will be such that you will be having more and more solar energy available in the house. The tragedy in the 5-star hotels are, or in your houses are, we put thick curtains and do not allow the natural light to come in, and then you start this artificial lighting. So you are losing on 2 accounts. Excuse me. You are wasting energy, you are paying for extra energy, and the natural energy which is very good, you are preventing. Especially that can keep you warm also in winter, rather than starting heaters or gas heaters or whatever heaters or air conditioning. Well, wave energy is another renewable energy. The energy content is very high. Look at the Indian map. We have several thousand miles or kilometers of coastal lines in India, South India, right from Calcutta coming to down to Trivandrum and going up to Bombay. If you can use this solar, this sea energy or wave energy, you can generate a lot of power. The power is proportional to amplitude whole square into period of motion. This is roughly 10 seconds and this is of the order of 2 meters, which is enough. There are 2 institutions in India where lot of work is going on wave energy, sea energy, tidal energy. One is in Goa, which they have just selected as a city for your film festivals, because in world over they are known by the cities, Cannes Film Festival and so on. So Goa is also known for Institute of Oceanography, where this ocean and things. Similarly, IIT Madras. How did this energy center started in IIT Delhi? There was a committee chaired by Naiduma, late Professor Naiduma, who was Director General CSIR. Current is Mashelkar. Previous to that will be Professor Joshi, who is currently Chairman Board of Governors, Roorkee IIT. His brother is in Energy Center, if you know, Dr. J.C. Joshi. Now, this Naiduma was given a task of creating centers, one center each in all IITs. At those time only 5 IITs, and that should be a national center, a center of prominence, eminence, and the whole world should look towards those centers for good work. IIT Kanpur got material science, IIT Bombay got a resource center, Madras got this oceanography. So, there is a center there. The Kharagpur got cryogenic center, and energy center was given to IIT Delhi. Other centers are also there, but this is a center of national importance. That is why you see 30 persons there. There are 30 professors or faculty members vis-a-vis 5, 10 in other centers. Energy flux is too high, 50 to 70 kilowatt per meter width of oncoming wave. Potential is 20,000 megawatt, but there are engineering problems. It is not that easy, otherwise they would have done it by now. With wave power are formidable. However, they are trying few spots, and let us see if they can success, then they can repeat it elsewhere. I will tell you the name of spots in a few minutes time. Have you heard of OTEC, Ocean Thermal Energy Conversion? This is world's largest solar collector. Ocean, 3/4 of the earth is water, only 1/4 is land. The temperature difference of 20 degrees centigrade between warm solar absorbing surface water and cooler bottom water can occur. As I told you, in earth if you go below, you will feel hotter and hotter. If you go up in air, higher you go, cooler you feel. There is a proverb. Similar thing happens in the ocean, sea. If you go down, it is cooler. The surface water is a bit warm. Those of you who can take dive, they will understand this much better. Do not go and take dive unless until you know how to swim. Now, temperature difference of 20 degrees centigrade is big enough to create a gradient and generate power, and thermal energy can be converted into other energy forms. Again, this potential is vast, 50,000 megawatt. And US, in Miami, I was talking to you, temperature difference is 17.5 degrees centigrade, and they are generating power. In India, we are considering Koalam Beach as a probable site. This I already talked to you, Goa and IIT Madras are oceanographic centers. Where is Koalam? It is 14 kilometers from Trivandrum as you go towards Kanyakumari, from Kerala to Tamil Nadu. Kanyakumari is in Tamil Nadu, the Trivandrum is of course the capital of Kerala, and Koalam Beach is a very world famous beach. The tourists come and go there, and there they are trying to develop this power station. Still they are trying, and if it becomes a success, they can repeat it. Biofuels, we were talking about bio some time back. The material of plants and animals is called biomass, transformed by chemical and biological processes. Intermediate biofuels such as methane, I hope you have not forgotten your chemistry. CH4 is methane. This was the, you must have written this formula in your chemistry course. Carbon has valency 4, so there are 4 hydrogen atoms, and then acetylene is C2H2, if you recall. Ethanol liquid or charcoal solid. I am sure if you visit villages, in cities it is top down. People will go and collect those cow dungs. They are not gone mad, they are collecting, or there is not that they don't have any work to do. That they bring it back to the house and prepare that cake, cow dung cake, and that can be burnt as a fuel, and it is free, because you have just done some walk, and on the roads you found this thing and you have collected it. I don't know whether you know, there is a god also to be created using this cow dung on next day to Diwali, that is Govardhan Puja, and there also you prepare that god using this cow dung, you worship it and then it is okay. Second thing, some people mix it with water and sprinkle it in front of the house. I don't know whether you have seen it, and it seems that keeps environment cool and clean. It still happens in villages. Yes, it gives you heat for cooking. There are few colonies in Delhi where biogas is being supplied rather than LPG for cooking, and it is very cheap. There are biogas community plants in villages. There are individual plants also, which can give you light, which can give you gas to cook, and so on. So, this is very important fuel for villages. It can give you comfort heat, space heating, crop drying, you have to use this drying. The solar dryers you might have read in your solar energy courses. Factory processes, raising steam for electricity production and transport. I think Professor Gadgil may be teaching you biofuels, or Professor Dastidar, D.K. Sharma. These are all guys who are experts in biomass, the so called chemical engineers. They are chemists. Potential is 17,000 megawatt. It's worth exploiting it, worth tapping it. Agriculture waste. The waste I have been repeating earlier on also should become our primary source, and we have to use it. What is cow dung? It is supposed to be a bio waste again, which is being converted into fuel. Now, agriculture waste is 6,000 megawatt available. The total biomass power harnessed so far is 2222 megawatt, very good figure. 2,000 community biogas plants and family size biogas plants of 3.1. We have a biogas plant in IIT campus itself, in mechanical engineering department, that in between block 3 and 2 or something like that. You can go and have a look at that. Rural energy scene. Why should we worry about rural? Why government talks of rural all the time? It is not only for votes. The fact is, India lives in villages. Mahatma Gandhi also said that. How many villages are there in India? Anyone? 7 lakhs. That is 700,000. How many of them have been electrified? Only 85%. That means 15,000 villages are still there where there is no light, no grid power, they are inaccessible, they are hilly areas, and there is no chance of grid being taken to those areas. There is no money. Even those 85% which have been electrified, the government definition is, or CEA definition is, if in a lighter vein, if a transmission line passes through a village, they declare it to be electrified. That means the transmission line is also not passing in those 15% villages and is unlikely to pass in coming 10 years or 15 years. For them, the only hope is these decentralized energy sources, the hybrid energy sources, the integrated energy of decentralized energy sources, integration of that. What will happen? If there is electricity in village, what will happen? They won't rush towards cities for job opportunities, for better living conditions. Because once energy is there, you can have rural industries, cottage industries, because engineering college is there anyway now in everywhere, in every corner of India, thanks to AICT, thanks to private engineering colleges. So, education is there, electricity is there, jobs are there. So, there will be reverse migration, because village life is definitely cleaner, less polluted, less costly. Nobody will visit you in a village, no guests, no going to Delhi every alternate day to receive somebody, to see off somebody, or a list from somewhere, hey, please go to Karol Bagh, purchase this wool, purchase this and send it. Smooth, we want this migration from cities to rural India. Now it is everybody coming to Delhi. Nobody wants to leave Delhi. It's one-way traffic or such metros. We want smooth transition from fossil fuel economy to sustainable, renewable, energy based economy. That is our future plan. So that we give energy for all and energy forever. There are very good sounding words, whether they will be converted into reality or not, I do not know, because I am not a politician. I am not supposed to say this, by 2012 I will do this, and by 2020 you will be a developed country. Who knows who will be there by 2020? But it is a good laudable goal, there is no doubt about it, if you can do it. And yes, we can do it, because we have the second largest scientific and technological manpower, we have resources, we have everything. Only that what is lacking is a will to do that. What will happen if this happens? We will have an equitable and environmental friendly sustainable development. So, in a way it will be poverty alleviation. Why there is a poverty? Because there are no opportunity, there are no jobs. Once you have power, once you have education, so you will get opportunity to work. You do not have to unnecessarily go to cities or outside India or wherever. One is free to go, of course, but does not have to go necessarily for making both ends meet. I think with this I want you to ask some questions on today. Today we have done solar energy, we have done wave energy, we have done biomass, biogas, all these things, and tomorrow we have a class, we will start with energy storage. So, if there is any questions, whatever we have done so far, if not, then we will stop here. Thank you.